Hey guys, Patty's movie reviews. Tonight we're doing a dual review. I'm just saying about something about a second movie on the back end, but tonight is about Richard Jewell, like as promised, uh, about a security guard uh, that's very ambitious, that wants to be part of the police force but can't pass a psychological test. And later in the story, this comes back to haunt him because he's so good at his security job that the police suspect him of being a terrorist, which is, I don't know, pretty interesting. Um, yeah, it goes through this whole thing. He starts in the mailroom and he makes friends with a lawyer. He's at a law firm, but he's like always attentive. Like he left Snickers for Sam Rockwell in this movie in his drawer, and Sam Rockwell's like, "Whoa, you knew I like Snickers. You went through my trash," which is another psychopathic trait. Um, but eventually, we get to the scene of the climax where Richard Jewell, he always kind of does flirty stuff with the police because he wants to be a police officer. And he said, "Hey, there's some kids causing trouble down there. I'm gonna break it up." And he goes, breaks it up, and there's a backpack laying under his bench where he's at, and he's handing out water and stuff. He's the best security guard ever. But he says there's a package over there, and they said, "Richard, just calm down. We know what you're like. Don't get things carried away here. There's no heroes. It's a goddamn Brooks and Dunn concert. Brooks and Dunn's playing the concert over there at the 2005 Olympics. I don't know when this takes place. Anyways, Richard Jewell then sees this package and he makes the police call other people. And they bring the people down. They said, "That's a fucking bomb. There's a goddamn bomb in there." And two pipe bombs in a secluded area, like small concert, only fit venue, like fits 300, 400 people. You blow a bunch of people up. So they get the people out of the area. A bunch of people get like hit with the shrapnel and stuff. There's like nails packed into the pipe bomb, and people get hit with the nails. Anyways, the real conflict happens after this. They start investigating him, and I mean John Hamm, Don Draper himself, is the FBI agent leading this crusade against Richard Jewell. He investigates Richard Jewell for all his weird tactics and psychopathic tendencies. He collects semi-automatic rifles and whatnot, and he also knows more about terrorism than terrorists. So this goes against him. Basically, it's just that dynamic. You kind of half believe that Richard Jewell did it. You half believe that Don Draper's right, and this guy's a psychopath. But anyways, I'm spoiling the movie. Turn it off now if you haven't seen it. Richard Jewell gets cleared of all these crimes after he gives a showdown in an office with Don Draper and makes him feel embarrassed, the whole FBI. But great movie. I'm gonna give this a 3.0. 3.0. I could go a little lower. I'm not gonna go higher on this. It's an average movie. It kept my attention. Yeah, pretty good. As promised, Richard Jewell, 3-star. Second movie that I saw actually last night. It's called Lady in a Portrait on Fire. Not too good. It's one of the highest rated movies of all time. And also, it's when you look at this movie, they say that it's as if you're looking at a painting. I agree. It's like looking at a still image for 2 hours straight. I don't know if I'm not intellectually capable to process this, but basically, it starts out with a lady posing for a painting. She's a painting poser. I don't know what that's called. She's posing for these people, and they say, "Hey, what's this picture with this lady in a portrait on fire?" And she goes, "Oh, it's from a long time ago." Flashback. It's about her painting someone sitting there like she is in the previous time. Okay, you might ask yourself, what's going on here, Patty? Why would I continue? Well, basically, the one who painted the portrait before her of the lady on fire died. She jumped off a cliff to her death. So you might be like, hey, maybe there's going to be some witchcraft or some weird shit going on. Not really. I've read other reviews on IMDb, and people talk about the gaze, and there's quotations around this. This has something to do with Orpheus, the myth of Orpheus, and the philosophies and all the things that go into it. Not familiar with this, but they were saying it was boring because of that. Anyways, yeah, nothing happens like that. Basically, she stares at this woman for an hour and a half, and then she has a lesbian affair with her. There's also an old school abortion scene, and then they go to a campfire, and at this campfire, the women sing together, and the lady catches on fire out of the portrait in reality, but they just put her out, and it's very anticlimactic. Anyways, there's some lesbian action. Not sure what happened here. She repainted the picture. The mother let her stay, overbearing mother. People say it's a masterpiece. I call it more of a piece of fill in the blank. Guys, 1 star. Lady in the portrait that caught on fire. Anyways, Richard Jewell, pretty good. This one, not so good. Guys, have a great time. Hope you're doing okay in close quarters. Goodbye.